If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, check the referral link in the description down below. It'll take you to G2A and you can use the code CHES at checkout for an extra discount. Don't forget to download the Gamer Saloon app from your Android or Apple store. Go and win yourself some money playing your favourite games. Hey guys, how's it going? CHES back again and welcome to episode number 44 of the Wolfsburg Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. We start with a home game against Augsburg, who aren't necessarily the biggest of sides in the league, but they do have a decent league position, sat there in third place, just a handful of points behind Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich so far this season. As you can see though, we are starting a quite heavily rotated side. This game came just 2 or 3 days after the last game of the previous episode, so our first team, our designated first team with all of the world-class players we have in it now, thanks to the fantastic transfer window we've just had in January. They all need a rest, so I can't play them, but we will play them in the final 2 games of the episode, and let me tell you right now, the team is starting to click. It really is. But we start with a rotated side here against Augsburg, and they've obviously got a lot of pace out wide with Alexander Esfine and Timo Werner, so we'll have to be wary of that on the counter-attack, because as you might expect, we were going to be pretty dominant and on top, dominating possession, having a lot of chances, so we did want to be wary though of those counter-attacking chances, because Timo Werner and Alexander Esfine are so fast and very, very capable of causing you a lot of problems, but Iñaki Williams is pretty fast and capable of causing problems of his own. 36 minutes in, we have ourselves a 1-0 lead. That's exactly what we wanted. Paul Tchaikovsky, no, it's Piotr, it's Peter. It's P-O-I-T-R. I don't know how to pronounce that, to be completely honest. It's either Peter or Piotr. I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section. Try and spell it phonetically for me. But Tchaikovsky is a very, very good midfielder. Their chance, though, wasn't necessarily of the highest quality in the end. Well blocked by the defender. Maximilian Arnold gets this to Gabbiadini, but a brilliant save down low by Hitz. Just throwing out a cheeky big curly left toe on the shot, and he's able to deflect it over the top of the bar. Iñaki Williams though was having a very impressive game to this point down the right hand side again, cutting inside to Coletti, who's got a couple of defenders in front of him, gets it to Manolo Gabbiadini, but again good solid save by Hitz. So we are having plenty of chances to this point. What we need to do is get a second goal, because obviously if they do get the chance to counter on us, I don't feel confident enough in my backline right now to be able to keep them out. But Tolisso is going to have another shot here, but unfortunately it's deflected and well saved down low by Hitz. Obviously Joel Matip and Robin Knocker are the 2 defenders, but their positioning is pretty wayward there as Alexander Esfine brings them back on level terms at Augsburg in the 70th minute, and my fears earlier on in the game have come to fruition. Unfortunately, we've had plenty of chances but haven't been able to get a second goal, and they've pegged us back, but there's still time to get the winner. We will try our best to do it. We get a free kick here with 5 minutes to go, 25 yards out or so, 27 yards, and Chanalolu was on the pitch, so obviously he takes it, but another brilliant save by Hitz. You can see Chananolu's reaction. I was pretty much doing exactly the same, sat here in my seat recording the episode, to be completely honest. So many chances in this game. Nabil Fekir is again going to squeeze this back through to Chanalolu. Whips it towards the bottom corner. Hitz, honestly, go away, my man. Just disappear. I do not like you. Got an irrational hatred now of Augsburg's goalkeeper. We only get a 1-1 draw against the side that are third in the league. But to be fair, that may be why they're third in the league. Able to withstand a lot of pressure and catch people on the counter-attack and get themselves a goal or two to win the odd game. So they're clearly having a decent season. We will hopefully be able to catch them up, though, if we can get wins in the final 2 episodes of the episode. We start with an away game against Hertha Berlin. Obviously, they too are a strong side. They've got Salomon Kalou Salomon Kalou up top, Valentin Stocker at cam. So we're going to have to be wary of their attacking threats as well. But we're now, obviously, with a week's break, able to start the full strength side with Pastore, Murata, Schürrle, Feguli, Krakowiak, Nangolan, Surla, Laporte, Serge, Aurier, Ricardo Rodriguez, and obviously still Diego Benaglio in goal, who's played pretty much every single game of this entire series, to be completely honest. But here's Ricardo Rodriguez into Murata, trying to get us off to a brilliant start. After 4 minutes, he's not quite able to do so. Took it early, and it caught the keeper out, but unfortunately it wasn't on target. Bounced back off the woodwork, but good work by Feguli to get the ball back there. Nangolan into Andre Schürrle. Murata's trying desperately to stay on side. He does so, and rifles us 1-0 in front, and that chance only came just a handful of minutes after he'd had the first. The woodwork and then a goal inside 8 minutes. Sees offside there, Morata, but works very hard to get back onside and then make the forward run. Good ball through to him, good finish as well. Pleased to have a 1-0 lead early on in this game, a little bit earlier than we scored in the one against Augsburg. The question was, were we going to be able to get the second goal in this one to finish it off with the stronger side? Caution to the wind, though. Have to be wary of what they're going to do on the attack. Caution to the wind when throwing a lot of men forward, because clearly they can cause problems as well. A chance there rifling off the bar. Nangolan has another shot here, but well blocked by the defender. We are still desperately trying to get a second goal for this second game running, but so far exquisite defending from the defenders rather than the goalkeeper this time around. Ep44 though is just tearing the winger apart there, and Nangolan rises incredibly well to beat the goalkeeper and defender to that ball. And again, another situation where I wasn't in control of the man that scored the goal. I had my cursor and was in control of the man at the back post, and the CPU has leapt Nangolan in there, and he's just smashed the header into the back of the net. I will take it. 2-0 Wolfsburg. Salomon Kalou having a shot, flashing past the post there, not far away, continuing to prove that Berlin will definitely cause us some problems if we continue to let them have the ball in situations like that. Morata, though, I mean, there's no question there. That is one of the most clear-cut penalties you will ever see. You'll see from the replay, the ball's gone. It's almost out of the frame by the time he makes contact with Morata and just crunches him so hard. So Morata's going to step up for the pen. Chance for him to get his second goal of the game, and he obliges. A brace for Morata, and that actually, despite only being just before half-time, was going to be the final result. There was barely any chances in the second half. We got ourselves the 3-0 victory. Very pleased with that. Exactly what we needed to bounce back after the disappointing draw against Augsburg in the first game. Another away game, though, coming up next against Hamburger this time, but they are down in 14th. We're still 8th, but we are keeping in touch with those above us and closing ground on a few as well. They've got Alexander Pato up top, though. We noticed him in their starting lineup last time we played them. They're playing a very defensive 4-3-3 with 2 CDMs, and then Lewis Holtby sat there in a central midfield role. Now Holtby is probably best at cam, but can play that central midfield role. Did so once or twice for Spurs when he was back in London, but he'll play at the centre mid not cam role here again today, and we're obviously starting. There was a week's break again between the last game and this one, so we will play the full strength side again. And in the first game that they played together in this episode, they really did click, like we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, putting in plenty of good performances to a man throughout the team in that last one, and continuing that form into this one. Brilliant control from Javier Pastore, and then the finish off the post was exquisite as well. Ekdal though into Stieber. Again, they're causing me problems. It doesn't matter how dominant I am in games, there's always at least 1 or 2 opportunities for opposition teams to get themselves a goal in this Wolfsburg series. I don't know what it is. There's something about the way the Bundesliga teams play, or the way the Bundesliga teams play, that I just don't seem to be able to defend against properly. In the BPL, I can quite comfortably keep a handful of teams out, or the majority of teams out. But in this Wolfsburg series, the Bundesliga domestic teams are very good. Obviously, we saw it in the Champions League this year with Wolfsburg. We won all 6 games, so it must be something about the Bundesliga. But now that we've made all of these new signings, you can see the way that they're all playing together now. The side is infinitely better than it was when we first started this series, and we're trying now to get that second goal again. Nangolan's shot is blocked. He's going to get it back from Serla here. Here is the Belgian, shot blocked by his own teammate this time. His Polish central defensive midfielder compatriot Krakowiak blocks the shot. Right then, free kick. Çalhanoğlu missed from 27 yards in the game against Augsburg. Ricardo Rodriguez is not going to miss from 28 yards. That free kick miss from Çalhanoğlu definitely did cost us all 3 points in the game against Augsburg in the first one of the episode. But this time around, deadly finishing ability from Ricardo Rodriguez from the dead ball. Really good whip. The keeper got a good strong hand to it, in fairness to him. You'll see from the replay, especially this second one. But he can only palm it onto the post and into the bottom corner. So we will take that. We are 2-0 up again for the second game in a row. We got a 3-0 win in the one before. Can we replicate that result here? Well, maybe. They're still on the attack here. Good save. Lewis Holtby somehow doesn't get the rebound in, coming back off the bar. They probably deserve to have that one goal that they're looking for right now, to be completely honest, even if it's just from that move alone. Very, very good chances they've had so far. And then when they do score, it isn't even a Hamburg player that puts it into the back of the net. An own goal from Nicholas Serler, chesting it into the back of his own goal. Right then, 2-1. Pushing forward into the second half, we'll try and get the 2-goal cushion back again. Nangolan is desperate to score a goal. Scored the header, obviously, in the previous game, and hoping to improve his goal-scoring tally. Sitting quite deep in the midfield, obviously, but he does have the ability to score a few decent finishes, so we'll try and get some more goals for him. But Alvaro Morata's turned in again here, and played in again here, and then turns the defender, destroys him really, breaks his ankles, and then fires it into the back of the net to make it 3-1. So 3-0 and 3-1 we get from the final two episodes, or final two games of the episode. I keep making that mistake. Final two games of the episode with the full strength side out, and they really are blending together beautifully now. So I'm really confident of flying up the league and really making a big push for the Champions League as well. There are 8 games to go in the Bundesliga season. We are 2 points off third, even though we're down in 7th. So there is a lot still to be played for, and we're only 9 points off Leverkusen at the top of the table, although they and Bayern Munich do have a game in hand on us, so hopefully they'll draw or lose that. But there are still, with 8 games left to go, that's what, 8, 16, 24 points still available. So the title isn't necessarily gone just yet. It's a big ask, but with the way the side is playing right now, it's an ask that can be achieved. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. As always, drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. All the links on screen are in the description as well, to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc., and to Twitch, and to the merchandise store as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.